the eternal saga of Conan the Barbarian. In an age lost to time, long before the pyramids of Egypt rose from the sands, there existed a world of fierce warriors, forgotten kingdoms, and powerful sorcery. It was the Hyborian Age, a brutal epoch where the strong ruled and the weak perished. In this time of chaos and opportunity, one man emerged as the epitome of strength, courage, and defiance: Conan of Cimmeria. His story is a tapestry woven with countless threads of adventure, tragedy, triumph, and legend, spanning from his birth in the icy north to his rise as king of the greatest kingdom of the age. The birth of the barbarian. Conan's life began in blood and fire, as though fate itself decreed his path would be one of violence. He was born on a battlefield during a raid by the Vanir, savage northern warriors clad in red and gray. His mother, a fierce Cimmerian warrior, fought valiantly even as she labored to bring him into the world. Under a blood-red moon, she gave birth to him in the shadow of a towering pine tree, her sword still clenched in one hand. The shamans of his village claimed that such an auspicious birth marked Conan as a child of prophecy, destined for greatness. His early years in the cold, rugged mountains of Cimmeria were a trial by nature itself. From the moment he could walk, Conan was tasked with survival in one of the harshest climates imaginable. The elders of his tribe taught him to hunt, fight, and endure hardship, for the world beyond their frozen land was even crueler. The making of a warrior. At the tender age of 10, Conan earned his first kill during a raid on his village. The Vanir had returned, seeking to conquer the Cimmerians. Armed with nothing but a knife, Conan slew a towering Vanir warrior, earning the respect of his people. From that day forward, he trained relentlessly, sparring with veterans and learning the art of combat. By his 12th year, Conan was already taller and stronger than most grown men in his village. His strength was matched only by his cunning, a trait that would serve him well in the years to come. When he wasn't training, he listened to the stories of the elders, tales of forgotten gods and ancient empires that had risen and fallen before the Hyborian Age. These stories fueled his imagination and his ambition. But tragedy struck when Conan was 15. His village was razed by a coalition of Vanir and Hyperboreans. Though he fought valiantly, he could not save his family. His mother fell in battle, and his home was reduced to ash. Swearing vengeance against those who destroyed his people, Conan left Cimmeria, determined to find his destiny in the wider world. The Wanderer's Path. Conan's journey began in the harsh deserts of Zamora, where the young warrior quickly learned the value of stealth and cunning. The cities of Zamora were infamous for their corruption and decadence, and Conan adapted to this world by becoming a thief. His first major exploit was the infiltration of the Tower of the Elephant, a legendary structure guarded by sorcerers and deadly traps. Inside, he encountered Yagkosha, an alien being enslaved by the cruel sorcerer Yara. Moved by the creature's suffering, Conan slew Yara and shattered the tower, earning the gratitude of Yagkosha, who granted him a vision of the world's ancient secrets before passing into oblivion. From Zamora, Conan traveled south to the jungles of Kush, where he joined a band of mercenaries. His reputation as a fierce warrior grew as he fought alongside the Kushite tribes against rival kingdoms and slavers. It was during these campaigns that he learned the art of guerrilla warfare, tactics that would later prove invaluable in his battles against larger armies. The gladiator and the pirate. Conan's life took an unexpected turn when he was captured by slavers and sold to the gladiatorial arenas of Stygia. The arenas were places of death and glory, where slaves fought for the entertainment of the masses. Conan quickly became a favorite of the crowd, defeating opponents with brute strength and unmatched skill. His victories earned him his freedom, but not before he learned the intricacies of combat and strategy. Once free, Conan turned to piracy, joining the crew of the Black Tide under the command of Belit, the pirate queen of the Black Coast. Belit was as fierce and ambitious as Conan, and their partnership soon turned into a passionate love affair. Together, They plundered the coastal cities of Stygia, Shem, and Argos, amassing a fortune in gold and jewels. Their reign of terror came to an end when Belit's ship was cursed by a vengeful Stygian sorcerer. The crew was slaughtered, and Belit herself was taken by dark magic. Devastated but determined to survive, Conan escaped the wreckage and vowed to destroy the sorcerer who had stolen his love. The rise of a legend. For years, Conan wandered the world, his name becoming synonymous with strength and defiance. He served as a mercenary for kings, led armies to victory, and explored ancient ruins in search of treasure. Along the way, he encountered Thothamon, a sorcerer of immense power who would become his greatest nemesis. Their battles spanned decades, with Thothamon's dark magic clashing against Conan's indomitable will. One of their most harrowing encounters took place in the ruins of Zuthul, an ancient city swallowed by the sands of time. Thothamon sought to awaken a forgotten god to enslave the world, but Conan, armed with a blade forged by the gods themselves, thwarted his plans. The battle left Conan scarred but victorious, further cementing his reputation as a man who could defy even the gods. King of Aquilonia. Conan's journey eventually led him to Aquilonia, the most powerful kingdom of the Hyborian Age. The land was in turmoil, its throne usurped by a tyrant who ruled with cruelty and fear. Seeing an opportunity to fulfill his lifelong ambition, Conan rallied an army of rebels, mercenaries, and outlaws. After a brutal campaign, he stormed the capital and defeated the tyrant in single combat, claiming the throne for himself. As king of Aquilonia, Conan proved to be a ruler of unmatched strength and wisdom. He brought peace to the land, reformed its laws, and defended it from countless invasions. Yet, his restless spirit often led him to leave the throne and embark on new adventures. The final quest. In his later years, Conan sought the Black Lotus, a mythical flower said to grant immortality. This quest took him to the edges of the known world, where he faced unimaginable horrors. He battled ancient demons, navigated cursed waters, and uncovered secrets that had been buried for millennia. Though he found the Black Lotus, its power came at a terrible price. Refusing to pay it, Conan destroyed the flower, ensuring that its dangerous magic would never threaten the world. This final act of defiance marked the end of his long journey. The legacy of Conan. Conan's death remains a mystery. Some say he fell in battle against an otherworldly foe, while others believe he returned to Cimmeria to live out his days in peace. Whatever the truth, his legend lives on. His name is whispered in the halls of kings, sung by bards in distant lands, and etched into the annals of history. Conan the Barbarian, the man who defied gods and carved his own destiny, remains an eternal symbol of strength, courage, and freedom. Thus ends the saga of Conan the Barbarian, a tale as vast and enduring as the Hyborian Age itself.